everybody, it is me, your good friend Tagiana, and I am joined by my good friends. Dax, you go first.
Okay, hi. Hi, I'm Dax.
And
I'm
then
Daxon.
of course, we have Nick. Nick, say hey to the people. Is he here? Is he gone?
Oh,
Oh, there you are,
I
Nick.
think he died.
no, I was clicked. I keep clicking on something that doesn't let me use Discord while I'm clicked on it.
Of course you do.
Yep, that's what happens. That's what happens. But guys, we are here today because I am introducing the Dax and Tag and Friends podcast. This is where me and Dax and our friends, which Nick is included in that little thing. I would have put Dax and Tag and Nick, but that's just too many people. We just have to have friends, because who knows? We could have more people, and it can't be Dax and Tag and Nick and friends. That's just too many ands. There's too many ands.
Run on sentence.
So we are here today, and we're going to talk about nerd stuff. And yeah, so the first topic I, of course, want to discuss is E3. It happened like a week and a half ago, and there's still buzz. Lots of buzz. So
What kind of buzz?
well, there's
bumblebee buzz or like honeybee buzz? Because
honeybee, definitely honeybees. The honeybees are louder.
So it's a smaller buzz then, because bumblebees have a bigger buzz.
Oh, I know. Yeah, bumblebees are the bigger buzz. Yeah, then it is a honeybee because there's some buzz in some games and there's not. So yeah, let's talk about a couple. Let's talk about a couple of the games that I saw that I was very interested in. One of my bigger favorite games is definitely A Way Out, which is this new prison co-op game where it's completely split screen, even online. And pretty much what you do is you and your other guy, I assume, are trying to escape prison. And you can both be in two different places at once, doing two different things at once. Like I guess the best thing is one of you guys start a riot in like the courtyard while the other person takes advantage of the riot. Did you guys see that preview at all?
I took a look at it. It was kind of interesting because it like swaps back and forth between both players, correct? And you have to work together as a team.
Yeah, you all work together.
And communicate.
It doesn't really swap back and forth because what it happens is it's split screen. It's just a giant split screen.
How giant of a split screen?
Well, it's just well, it changes depending on the event that's happening. It can actually change. So sometimes sometimes your screen is bigger, sometimes your other person's screen is bigger. It's really cool. Like Nick, did you get a chance? Did you get a chance to see it?
That was one of the ones I did see a little bit. I didn't pay that much attention to this year's E3, and I mean, from what I saw, I didn't miss a huge amount because it sounded like it wasn't one of the better ones. But I was only paying attention for a couple of things.
Yeah, I agree. It wasn't one of the better E3s, but there's some games I'm excited about. Another game that I'm really. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think it lacked a lot of hoopla for this one.
It did.
If as far as I'm concerned, the past couple of years for E3 just they haven't really even brought anything where it's been like, oh my gosh, I need this and I need this now. Everything's been kind of like, yeah, that looks all right. No really big titles that have just come out that have just been like, oh my gosh, super mind-blowing, we have to have this.
Yeah,
Switch, question mark?
The Switch, Nintendo did have a lot of big stuff.
They're announcing a main series Pokemon for the Switch. That was neat.
Main series Pokemon for the Switch.
Yeah.
Also, what was it? No, stupid screen.
But here's the thing, did they introduce anything for Pokemon Go for the Switch?
No.
No. What?
I doubt they will.
We've got Pokemon Go events coming soon.
That's about it. They did have the new Mario Party game, Odyssey, was it? Yeah, not Mario Party. Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Bros. Odyssey, which somewhat excites me for the simple fact that what you get to do, if you didn't see, is you actually get to throw his hat around and take over whatever his hat lands on.
Get to possess things with his hat
Yes.
and give them mustaches.
Which
what?
yeah.
What?
Yes.
Interesting.
Mustaches.
You can give things mustache. This does include a T-Rex.
All right, now they're just getting silly.
Yeah.
It's Mario.
It is Mario, Super Mario Brothers. I heard. I don't know if I can confirm this. I did hear that it could be co-op. Somebody controls Mario, and then somebody controls Mario's hat.
That's super silly.
Yeah.
So Mario's hat is sentient.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's interesting. They also are adding a Mario versus Rabbids. You know those the Rayman Rabbids?
Oh my gosh, that
Yeah.
made it into there?
They're
Oh,
making no, this is a entirely different game, and it looks to be like an XCOM version of it. Which, if you don't know what XCOM is, do you know what it is? It's crazy.
I know what it is.
It's crazy, and everybody did not expect it, and it's coming out this year. And so a lot of people are looking at that as like the big Nintendo reveal was that game. There's like, oh my gosh, it's that game. It's like we didn't know about it, and it seems awesome. So we're gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna need to buy the Switch because, you know, it's still a really expensive console, and I'm just like. But instead of like guns and stuff, it's like robot suits or something.
Wait. Is it a Skyrim remastered to be able to play that way?
Yes, it's pretty much Skyrim remastered. We don't know with Destiny. We don't know much about it. They gave us some previews of stuff, but we don't know that much about it. The God of War series. I'm excited about the new God of War series because he's no longer killing Greek gods. He gets to kill Norse gods.
Viking gods, Rob.
Norse god, Viking gods, really? Norse god, please. They are the Viking gods. So that's cool, and it looks interesting. We'll have to see how it works. One thing I found interesting: there are 2 multiplayer pirate games coming out, called Sea of Thieves, and the other one is called Skull and Crossbones.
Sea of Thieves was the actual MMO.
Yeah, I guess it is. Is it an MMO?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, but still,
It's advertised as an MMO type game.
They're still. I think it's gonna be more like. Pretty much you get a ship and you get your friends and you do stuff on your ship, like discover treasure and stuff. And I think pretty much they're both the exact same kind of game.
So what you're saying is that we're allowed to be on a boat?
Yes, we can be on a boat. That is
We're on a
possible. So I'm excited about that. Because I love being a pirate. I love being a pirate. There's some song about being a pirate I remember.
Yo ho, the pirate's life from me.
Yep, exactly. But did you guys have any particular games that you were really excited about? Even if you didn't watch all of E3, any exciting games you knew were on E3 that you got to see a preview of?
Well, I think everyone's excited for the one game that, took them, what was it, over 10 years to go into the development and get it finished, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well,
God, that game looked amazing.
It does look good. Though then again, they had like Kingdom Hearts 2.5672131. You could have played all the Kingdom Hearts 2.0.
Oh, yes, because all of those require me to purchase, what was it, like all the different handheld systems and
yeah, true.
everything. It's like, why put them for the handheld systems? Make them for the consoles. That's what the people want.
It's true. I am excited about Kingdom Hearts. I have been waiting for a new Kingdom Hearts game for a while. Like a good, well, like some of them are considered good, and sadly, there's story that we're never going to get in those.
Well, apparently there's like some kind of bundle you can buy currently on the PlayStation Store where it has all of them. Someone was telling me about that.
Maybe you need to check that out because that wouldn't be
It's
that
like
bad. What about you, Nick? You got any game you saw that you were interested in?
I haven't been paying attention to much of anything but Nintendo, to be honest.
Okay, fair enough. So the Pokemon, pretty much you were they're going to release a full Pokemon game for like regular version, so.
And yeah, we're getting a new main series game on 3DS as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we are. What was it? Pokemon. What are the
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I hate the names. They're garbage, but
Ultra
the names
Sun.
are terrible.
So yeah. So that's E3. There's a lot of good games. Some people loved it. Most people were sorely disappointed because a lot of the stuff. There wasn't any big reveals. You know what I mean? There wasn't any big reveals. And I think that's what a lot of people wanted were the big reveals. So that was E3. That's a cool little thing. So let's go over to our next topic, television. Some TV shows we have been watching. I personally have been. I think out of all three of us, I watch more TV than anybody else. I don't watch it, live. I watch it online, but still, I think I watch more TV than most people. But let's see. Lots of anime shows going on. My Academia Hero, I believe, is the name of it in American. It's about superheroes and going to school as a superhero. I thought it was cool.
That sounds great.
It is. It's really cool because because they all have, some of these heroes just have these random powers that you wouldn't think worked. Like technically the main character's power is he's really, really strong. But his body cannot handle the strength he exerts, and so it injures him if he pushes too much power in there. And then there's others, like there's somebody who can make things have less gravity, and so they float. And so it's really cool. It's really, really cool. But Dragon Ball Super, I've been watching that. That's always fun. I've also been watching.
The bridge version, if that counts.
No, it doesn't. But go ahead. Well, they haven't gotten to Super. So.
No, they haven't gotten to Super yet. They're at the Cell games.
Let's see. I've been watching, and here's a cool one. American Gods. Technically, it's on Stars, so if you'd have to get Stars or watch it somewhere else, it's really cool because what it is about like these gods of other cultures that were brought to America, and how like they're everything about them. It's really cool. It's a first book, but the series is also cool as well. But those are a few things I've been watching. Dax, what about you? You been watching anything?
I've only watched one TV show this year so far, and that's it. And it was the newest season of Samurai Jack. And man, was it good, and it lived up to everything that what Samurai Jack needed.
I can agree with that. I can agree. I loved the Samurai Jack, this season of Samurai Jack. It was great. It ended well. It did everything it needed to do.
It brought just enough comedy. It brought enough of the old style to the show back. It had so much nostalgia feeling for the show that they did it right and did it justice by finally ending the story the way that it needed to be ended.
I agree. Nick, I don't know. Did you ever watch Samurai Jack?
Nope.
No.
We're gonna have to find that for you.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ever since I started hearing about the new series. Like, this sounds
so good. It is so good. They did it justice.
It is really quite wonderful.
I've been watching the Netflix DC TV shows, so Flash, Arrow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the CW stuff.
Yeah.
Have you been watching the new stuff, or you just started on it?
I'm on season 2 of Flash,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm one season behind. But it's really, really fucking good.
Oh yeah, I'm amazed how they did the CGI stuff and everything. That it's not as good as some stuff, but it's good for TV.
And it's honestly it's better that way. Like I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
even like a lot of times the crazy CGI isn't as good as it would be if it looked a little goofy.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's good, and the series. They have they're like Arrow is starting to stretch a little bit. Sadly, they can only you can only do so much with Arrow. I like Arrow, but I think the episode needs to, like, the seasons need to stop and have him go off and do some like a new series altogether. He could go. Have you watched the Legends of Tomorrow?
No, haven't gotten to that one yet.
Oh, when you have a chance, get to it. It's really good too, and it takes a lot of characters from both Flash and Arrow and puts them in one thing.
Yeah, like I know I know at least one of the characters. I know there's a Black Canary in it.
Yeah, there is. There's
Oh, Bard is the word.
um, so yeah, TV not that big, but there's some good stuff. Next month is a new Game of Thrones, so that's exciting.
Oh,
That's gonna be good.
so excited for that.
7
I
episodes.
got into that.
Oh,
Started
dude.
the first book, watched like the first 3 episodes, and all the people that I hated talking about it turned me off from it.
Okay, so this is what you need to do. Get HBO for like a month. I think you got like you make like a free week, and just when you have time, binge watch the first season. Trust me, it's good. Like, yes, a lot of people that I hate actually like it as well, but that's just because everybody likes it.
It's the last episode of the season that will literally gets you hooked because you're like, oh, oh, that really happened.
Yeah. Like it's still a good series at the first season. Like the entire thing is good. They did a good job, and it's really exciting. But yeah. So I'm excited next month. I'm gonna get HBO again to start watching it again, and I might go back and also rewatch Westworld, which again, I know Dax hasn't watched it, but Nick, I assume you haven't watched it either.
No.
So pretty much Westworld. This is the best way I can explain it. Westworld is Jurassic Park, but instead of dinosaurs, there are cowboy robots.
I'm intrigued.
Yes, it is.
Concerned?
No, do not be concerned. It's perfect. It is perfect. It's so great. This is the best explanation I have heard for Westworld because it makes perfect sense if you've seen it. And whenever you tell it to someone, people are always like, I'm interested in this.
So you're talking about sci-fi style cowboys in a sense, right?
Well,
does it live up to Firefly standards?
Does it live? Yes. It does live up to Firefly standards. Is it as good as Firefly? No show is as good as Firefly. I am sorry.
I was gonna say, you were getting close to a line there that you just can't cross.
Cross. But yes, it is really good. Trust me on that. So I'm excited about that. Like I said, I may go back and watch some more Westworld again because that was a good series. I'll definitely rewatch certain episodes of Game of Thrones to get myself back in the mood. So I'm excited about that. So that's enough about TV. Let's go on to the next subject, which is movies. So I guess we're going to talk about the first big movie that we all three, I believe, have seen is Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Wonder Woman. By far the only movie holding up the DC Cinematic Universe at this point.
Yeah.
They have to do Justice League well, otherwise I don't know, because Wonder Woman was so spectacular that it just blew my mind. I loved it more than any of the Marvel movies, which kind of is shocking.
I've seen some really good Marvel movies. I'm surprised that that's even more favorite. But fair enough. I will say this: there is one issue I have with the movie, and sometimes the CGI does not hold up movie standard CGI. You know what I mean? Like the CGI just looks a little too corny.
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
But it's alright.
But I enjoyed, yeah.
Remotely hold the candle to Marvel. It's the only
Yeah.
one.
It's, well, the DC universe, because no offense, Batman Begins, that's still...
The Batman movies, those don't count. They're not part of the current listing universe.
Yeah.
There's a separate group that was doing that, yeah.
I will agree to that. Yes.
Oh,
I will agree to
so
that.
painful to say that.
But
But here's the reason why I think Wonder Woman has done so well is we have been so used to Batman and Superman movies, and just so much of those two characters that we've constantly had the other characters shoved aside from the DC universe. So now that we actually get another one, we're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, because it's a breath of fresh air from DC. It's something new.
I agree. Batman and Superman have been overused. They're oversaturated. Like a lot of people have just been like, enough Batman and Superman, enough of them. So I agree with you. They're good.
Don't get me wrong. They're both great. It's just we're sick of them at this point because it's all we see.
And we've already seen Marvel just like how many superheroes have they shown? Like Black Panther's getting a freaking movie by himself.
I mean, yeah, we've got Black Panther coming out. We've got Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. There's so many characters that the Marvel universe has shown on their own singular movie, and this is the first singular movie that we've seen in the longest time where DC does not use Batman or Superman as the main hero. So I agree with you there. It's that did bring a fresh air. And Wonder Woman's a great character. Her entire story is great. So that's exciting. Like I said with the CGI, I was a little disappointed. But really, what I'm disappointed, I feel like I'm going to be disappointed is I've seen the preview for the new Justice League movie, and Cyborg looks terrible. He looks so terrible in his robotic form. It looks horrible. I don't know if you guys have seen it or actually looked at Cyborg. Cyborg's one of my favorite characters.
I always thought Cyborg was like a part of the Teen Titans and not a Justice League.
He was okay, so he was, but then they wanted to introduce a more, I guess, computer character to the Justice League. So when they introduced the new 52 comics, Cyborg was added as one of the main members. Yes, he was a Teen Titan far before he was a Justice League member, but like I said, the newer comics made him a Justice League member. Like I said, because of his computer skills and the fact that, you're going to bring the Justice League into the 21st century, if you know what I mean. Gotta add the token black guy as well. He's combined into both things.
Well, I mean, I have some other questions as well. When it comes to the Teen Titans, like, who exactly are there? Like, because I grew up with watching that cartoon. I mean, I know Starfire, Raven, Beast Boy, Cyborg, and Robin. Those were the Teen Titans that I remember. Like, are any of those characters actually like part of the Justice League?
Most of them have been part of the Justice League before. Usually it's a rotating roster, though the Teen Titans who moved up to just Titans have been a group by themselves as well.
Because I would love to now at this point see like a movie about Raven or a movie about Starfire, like about those characters because they've got some interesting backgrounds themselves.
I feel like if they ever did a movie, it would be a Titan movie, just about the Teen Titans. It would not be about one or two of the groups, but it would be like the main boss has always been one of their main foes have always been Raven's father Trigun, so that could be a good first villain. Or
Yeah.
their Deathstroke has always been an issue with them.
I thought they used Deathstroke a lot.
In the cartoon, yeah, Deathstroke's one of the main things.
Yeah,
But
Slade was
in the comic books, he also has been a big force of torment for the Titans.
I've seen a grand total of 2 episodes. I just did a lot of reading on Deathstroke after watching Arrow.
Oh yeah, Deathstroke's freaking awesome. For a lot of his stuff. Which funny thing is, Deathstroke was or Deadpool was actually because of Deathstroke. He was pulled in because of he was created because of Deathstroke. He didn't gain his personality until later, but that was his entire thing. But yeah, those are the couple movies I've seen. I haven't actually watched that much movie. I know I'm looking forward to the new iteration of It, which I'm hoping is going to be great.
clowns, hate them, despise them.
Yep.
Those things can go die.
I don't watch horror movies.
Oh, but this is a different kind of horror movie. This is a different kind of horror movie. Also, I don't think you're too young, Nick. I don't think you actually watched the miniseries, which is what a lot of us did. They watched. There's a miniseries about that movie, and it was good. It was really good. But
How good was it?
it was really good.
On a scale of 1 to taco, how good was it?
Burrito.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it.
Burrito. Well, at least it's not chimichanga level.
I'll get back to you on that one when I'm not half dead.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what was the movie that was coming out in July? I can't remember. It's like the beginning of July, July 7th, I think. So when it comes out.
Well, there's a new Star Wars movie at the end of the year.
Yes.
I'm excited for that. There's a new Marvel movie sometime in the spring, I think.
Marvel movie.
Spider-Man!
Spider-Man!
Spider-Man comes out in
Spider-Man
July.
Homecoming. Yeah, and that's gonna be good because it's not telling his story because it's an origin story. It seems to be telling a story between him and Iron Man.
It's post Civil War.
So that's cool. We don't need another Spider-Man origin story. We've seen it so many times. So many times.
I also love the name Homecoming because Marvel got their hands back on it for the cinematic universe rather than Fox, which I think is good.
Oh yeah. The Marvel Fox was just trying.
Sorry, Fox.
Fox is busy butchering X-Men.
Well, they've had some good X-Men movies. Look at Logan, please. Logan, Deadpool.
Logan was great.
Logan and
It's
Deadpool.
not
You
as
saying
bad as
but?
what's happening to the Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, I assume
Okay,
they'll be.
no. Hold on. They don't get credit for Deadpool. That was the team telling the studio to go fuck itself constantly. The entire movie.
But they still paid for it. They still paid for it and let it go through. And but here's the thing: because it did so well, they're now going to be able to. They're now going to be able to show it whenever do Deadpool 2. So.
Yeah, hopefully they don't mess with it too much though. Like hopefully,
I doubt they will. I doubt they will.
Like my concern with the next Deadpool movie is the studio will get its fingers in too deep and fuck with the formula.
I think they're smart enough not to do that right now. They gotta let Ryan, the writing people and Ryan Reynolds do his thing.
Yeah, Yeah, like I think Ryan Reynolds is at the point, like when it comes to him as like being both an actor or a director, he knows what to do. So if anyone tries to step in the way, he just politely tells them to go screw themselves. Pretty much that's it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how the movie got made. He basically told the studio, "Yeah, you know what you want? Yeah, go screw yourself. I'm leaking footage." That's how the movie got made. They leaked demo footage.
Demo footage. It was great.
And in all honesty, that was the best thing to do. Sometimes if they leak stuff like that to see how people react, I think that's a better idea to do than to just hide things.
Oh no, I agree.
I agree as well. I agree as well. Okay, so any other movies you guys thinking about that want to talk? Nothing. If nothing comes to mind, don't worry about it.
I'll let you know when my brain starts working.
Okay. So, okay, this part of the episode, Dax, do you have the stuff? Do you have the stuff that I told you to get? Do you have the stuff that I told you to get? You don't?
No. You didn't tell me to get anything.
I told you said, what can I do, an article about this? And I was like, yeah, do that.
Listen, you clearly don't understand what
You literally were looking something up online, some kind of article online. You were looking up something online.
Yes, I was.
And you don't have it anymore?
You don't understand that I was trolling.
Okay, fine. I was being serious. So they don't.
You act like me to you expect me to be serious for even like a moment.
So they don't. So they don't. So they don't have all of those names. Those are not the names of the restaurant.
Maybe they are. Maybe they aren't. Who knows? You might have to look it up yourself.
Or maybe you could have just kept the article instead of being the weird person you are. My gosh, freaking pissing me off. Okay.
Listen, I will be weird if I want.
No. We're gonna go with something else.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with something else. So, as Dax has not had the thing that I asked him to get, I instead have a cool article that I will now show you guys. This is like I found out this interesting fact, and I'm going to share it with my friends. So, there is actually a. Have you guys ever heard of the Lone Star Tick?
Yes.
The Lone Star Tick?
Okay.
Is it a tick that looks like a star?
It has like a Texas symbol on its back.
I was reading about it today.
Okay, well don't mention it. I'm gonna tell you everything about it. So let me be the one to do that. So, Lone Star Tick is of course a tick. It's found in the South. It has an interesting property. So what it does is if you get bit, there is a chance that you become allergic to red meat.
What?
Yes, if you get bit by this tick, there is a chance you will become allergic to red meat. Now,
how is that even possible?
Here's what happens. What happens is it bites you and it puts this it gives you this allergic reaction to something called alpha-gal, which is a carbohydrate found in red meat. And so pretty much what happens is you get bit by this thing, you become allergic to alpha-gal, and if you eat any kind of red meat, you pretty much normal person will get stomach aches, cramps, it just feels horrible every time you eat a piece of red meat. Other times, you can pass out and die. Those are the extreme cases, but yeah. So this is happened in the southeastern part of the United States, but there actually have also been reports of happening in New Hampshire and Minnesota. And scientists at first were just like, you're crazy. No one can just become allergic to red meat. No one just has a meat allergy. That just doesn't happen. And so most scientists for the longest time have been just ignoring it. Just saying people are crazy.
Well, clearly it ain't crazy.
Nope. They've come back to find out it ain't crazy. This is actually a terrible thing. This has been, like I said, there's not many cases, not many cases at all. But the fact that it's possible that you can no longer are able to eat red meat scares me emotionally a lot.
Well, yes, because you like your burgers.
I like my burgers. They're so good.
Especially bacon-infused burgers.
I don't eat that many bacon-infused burgers.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I would be scared. So that's the same article you were reading, right, Nick?
Probably.
Yeah. So it's a little nerve-wracking. I will say if you do get bit, first off, I don't feel like ever going into the woods now. I live in the southeast. I don't want to go into the woods. I don't want to get I don't want to get screwed over and never be able to eat red meat. That would be sad. That'd be very sad. But pretty much, I will say this. Here are a couple things you can eat. Here are a couple things you can eat if you have this allergic reaction. You can eat fish. You can eat chicken. You can also eat human flesh. Interesting fact: human flesh is not a red meat, or at least it doesn't have alpha-gal in it.
Human, the other red meat.
So
No, it's the other white meat.
The other
white meat.
That is flavor text from an item that you can loot off of some of the mobs in Alterac Valley.
Of course they can. Of course it's in there.
Yeah.
But
it's lootable off of the Alliance guys.
I will say this: I would not suggest eating human flesh, as it is considered wrong, and I heard it doesn't taste that great.
No, it does not.
It's just not a good tasting meat.
Just knows.
I will have to say I always feel a little upset when we think monsters would eat us all the time, because do we actually think we taste that good? Compared to other stuff, you would think we would be on a lower end term, but yeah, that is the Lone Star tick. There's probably more information out there somewhere, so if you guys want to look it up and see how likely you are to get bitten by one of these and then not ever be able to eat red meat again, definitely go check it out. So yeah, guys, I think this is gonna almost close up the podcast. Is there any final words about anything we talked about, or anything at all you guys want to mention?
Nope.
No?
Not off the top
So
of my
much
head.
nope.
Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the podcast, and hope you have a good one. See you next time.
See ya.
Bye-bye.